So this is my second time recording my intro because I went halfway through the entire thing and realized I wasn't recording my audio. So apologies if I sound a little less enthused for this episode. But I'm trying a new setup. I got tired of the sitting down mantra and I'm going to stand up and see how this works. If this comes out a little janky, or because I'm recording late in the day yet again, the sun's a bit of an issue or lighting, I apologize. But anyway, first to you, Joe. I think we talked about the benching of players, if I recall. Long story short, I feel that if a coach says the guy needs some rest, the guy needs some rest. It's better to have him rest one day and then be healthy for the rest of the season than to go and possibly injure him and you lose him for more than one game, maybe the rest of the year, maybe much of next year. And now, for my final Christmas-themed episode, as I said, all my episodes have some sort of Christmas theme, except the sick podcast, because I was in such bad shape. We're going to be handing out 2 presents and 2 lumps of coal to certain sports individuals. And the first present goes to the city of Las Vegas and the Las Vegas Golden Knights. Who can have imagined that a expansion team would be dominating so well that they're in a statistical tie for first place? The closest comparison I can have to the Golden Knights right now are the Arizona Diamondbacks. And even they had to wait till their second season before they were in contention and in the playoffs. Best of luck to the Golden Knights for their quest for their first Stanley Cup in their first year of existence. Now, the first lump of coal. And it's going to Roger Goodell. Honestly, I know, Joe, you're not happy with his contract extension, and I'm certainly not either. Since Goodell has become the commissioner of the NFL, he has overseeing the player protests, the concussion report showing that just about everyone who has had a concussion develops a brain injury. And attendance has been down partly because of the player protests that I've alluded to. And yet they still think he's worth $50 million a year for however long the contract is. We'll see. I hope I'm proven wrong on this one, for the NFL's sake. Now for the second present. And it goes to the New York Yankees, a team that almost got to the World Series. You already had Aaron Judge, and now you add Giancarlo Stanton for the lineup, which I've said before, they've almost hit as many home runs as individual teams with just those 2 guys. Add in D. Gordon, add in Didi Gregorius, and you got a really good team. Now for the second lump of coal, and it goes squarely to fans of the Miami Marlins. I understand that you're giving Jeter a hard time for good reason. If you've been through as many rebuilds as they have, you'd understand. Still, as I've said in the past, the Miami Marlins are broken. There is no farm system. Money at the major league level is misspent. The team is $50 million in the red each year. And you expect them to add to a roster that they can't afford already? Yes, some of their trade deals haven't exactly netted the best talent, but also some of them, like Giancarlo Stanton, had no leverage. But they're trying their best to do a Houston Astros-style type of rebuild. And in 5 years, let's see if you guys are still complaining. Anyway, that's it for me. Hope you guys have a Merry Christmas. Joe, you'll have one more episode before then on Christmas Eve. But for me, I'll see you next week.